Welcome back to the Mid-Sack on a thirsty Thursday. It is championship weekend, America. It is here the best time of year. The redoubtable himself, Tom Izzo. Highly questionable, Arjun Miliaccio. Segment 2, NFL free agency. We talked the other night about this. Again, it was a day in. But now it's 3 days in, and some more things have happened. For example, now Derrick Henry is a Baltimore Raven.
Signed his deal today.
That is very, very, very significant in the AFC because he's a home run hitter.
Yep.
He's a home run hitter. And he's that team, oh my God. They should have won it last year. They choked against Kansas City. Now you're throwing, I can just you, the Kansas City Chiefs aren't adding a player of that caliber. I don't know that anybody in the league is. So
they got to try to keep him healthy.
I would say, but the thing is, they have other running backs, so he doesn't have to get 30 carries. They can keep him healthy. Well, they were the number one rushing team in the league last year without him.
That's true.
They don't have to rely on him.
But their best running back is coming off of an ACL.
But I'm saying they have a stable of running backs, and by the way, their quarterback's pretty good at it too, last I heard. So the thing is,
no, you're right.
The number one rushing attack in this league just got exponentially better. That's hard to do, okay? So I liken this to the Celtics getting Kristaps Porzingis. That's what I would compare it to because that's what he can do for them. Because he can take it 80.
I think they're going to need another receiver.
There's the draft. And by the way, this draft class, we talked this receiving class, draft-wise.
Deep.
Oh, one of the deepest it's been in the last 20 years.
Okay.
There's a lot of good. No one's even talking about this worthy kid. Yeah, no one's even talking about him.
Where was he? Texas.
Texas. No, Texas. The Longhorns. Texas. Yeah, he's good.
Is it Xavier or something?
It's Worthy's his last name.
Oh, Worthy.
Worthy's his last name. Fastest 40 time ever, beating Deion Sanders.
That's impressive.
Recorded. Okay. This receiving class, oh my! The two kids from Washington, obviously Marvin Harrison Jr. is the sure thing in this draft. I'm telling you right now.
That's your 1 point from this draft is that he is the only can't miss.
He is the can't miss. The only thing that can derail him is injuries. Wherever he goes, he is a Hall of Famer if he stays healthy. I'm just telling you right now, the only thing that's going to derail him is injuries. Okay, or maybe the dumbest coaching staff ever. Okay, because if he is not, he instantly, wherever he gets drafted, he instantly becomes the first option. He's that good. And if you doubt that, roll the fucking tape. I see him beat double teams like it's nothing. Because he's not only big and fast, he's a great route runner like his dad. He's got mitts. He's Mitts Malone. He's got hands. Like anything you throw at him, Mitts Harrison, Mitts Marvin, anything you throw at him, he fucking catches. And he played at Ohio State. He played in bad weather and he did that.
Mitts Monday.
I'm telling you, this kid, he is the can't-miss pick of this draft. I hope the Patriots take him at 3. I really do. Because I think you can get a quarterback in the second round. I think you can, a good one. They said they signed Jacoby Brissett, who is a solid backup. You've got to build the line anyway. You can't, and I love what Dan Orlovsky said today. He goes, look if you're in New England, you want to draft a quarterback at 3? Fine. Don't start him.
Yeah.
Don't start him. Don't do it. So
you'll just get him killed.
They'll get him killed.
Is that what he's saying?
Right now, they've added a couple. They retained one lineman, added another. They've got to add more. They don't have enough. They've got to build that lineup first. And again, I think McCarty. Obviously, we both love Penix. McCarty from Michigan is climbing the ranks. That kid can play. He can play. Let's not kid each other. If you saw him in the playoffs against those two, that kid can play, and he can make plays with his arms and his legs. He is underrated. He really is. To me, he's like Penix, but he doesn't have the injury history that Penix has. I think Penix is a little more accurate, but Penix, I think, is the most accurate passer in the draft.
Yeah.
But this kid's not far behind. Okay? So if the Patriots got him in the second round of Penix, I'd be very happy. But to me, Marvin Harrison Jr., if he's there, is the can't-miss pick of this draft.
Yeah, I'd be excited about Penix.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you get in second round.
I'm saying.
After getting a weapon like that.
Get a weapon like that and then get him.
Or even if you get his number one and him.
Yeah,
like if
that
the Giants
kid,
got a Dunze.
Yeah, Dunze's filthy. He's filthy.
I hope that's how you pronounce it. Roma Dunze, I think his name is.
But that kid is a stud, too. He's a stud.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Marvin Harrison Jr., he'd be the best receiver in this class. He would be.
But then some people like that kid Neighbors.
He's very good, too. I'm telling you, this receiving class, this receiving class is loaded. It's loaded. Okay, so you're going to get I'm telling you. So, but in terms of free agency, Derrick Henry to me, at first to me it was Kirk Cousins. Now I think it's Derrick Henry.
I think so.
In terms of impact?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because to beat Kansas City, you have to have home run hitters, and they now got 2. Actually, 2 in the running game. Not and to go with the tight end. Look, if Flowers, second year, had a very good rookie year, take his head out of his ass. Oh, look, Virginia has pulled ahead. What a fucking shock. We'll see how fast BC implodes now, because this is what
BC.
they're. Yeah, BC's known for this. Here's where they crap themselves. Here's where they pull a Woodlake.
I mean, I'm rooting for UVA here, but
You should. You're from Virginia.
but I'd like
I'd love to see UVA's in the tournament.
I'd like a good game.
This is a good game. Here it comes. Look at this kid. Look at this headband. This idiot. Yeah, they don't know what to do. 6 seconds to go. Here comes a heave. Here comes the heave. Oh no, that's the heave. That was terrible. Fucking fadeaway hook shot. That was terrible.
It was a strange hook.
It was a very strange looking hook.
It was not Kareem.
It wasn't Kareem's hook, America.
Not the sky hook.
It wasn't the sky
That's
hook.
the die hook.
Yeah, it was the die hook. Up down the lane, kick out 3, white man corner. Oh, I gotta make that.
These aren't your average white shooters.
They
in
really
Virginia.
are. No, this is the one. If Virginia had just 2 shooters, they'd be a contender to win the whole thing. Because defensively, they're as good as anybody in America. They really are.
I don't know what they have, but they never
Oh my
score.
God! Fat bastard left a
Oh,
floater.
good tip out, not the 3.
I love when you
The
do
3.
that. I love when you do that, Tom.
That's why I did it.
He is Mr. Automatic. He's just like
Did you like that shot?
of.
Like,
I didn't know if he could shoot. I don't know.
yeah, I know that's
I'm
why
like,
I
is
said
that the
because
right
he was
idea?
a big. I figured.
Yeah, well, no, I just didn't know if he was a good shooter,
Yeah.
but apparently he can make that shot. I'm like, is that a good? Okay.
But if I look and that guy's 1 for 10, then I stand by what I said.
I would, yeah.
He shouldn't have shot it.
Yeah, I just don't know. If I look him up and they say he's a 38% free, I'm like, okay, he actually can make that shot. If I look up and he's a 15% 3-point shooter.
And I mean, I guess sometimes off of those long rebounds.
Well, the thing about
it's
basketball
good.
today, more than ever, more big men can step out and shoot the 3. So it's not uncommon anymore.
Yeah.
It's not. In fact, it's uncommon if you don't have one like that.
Right.
That's what's changed. So, I mean,
who are we looking at right here? UVA.
UVA and there's the All-ACC first team. Blake Hinson from Pitt, no one's talking about. Hunter South, Wake Forest, Filipowski, who is his favorite. P.J. Hall from Clemson, and R.J. Davis, of course, who's the best player in the conference, I think. Nice putback.
Oh, the tip in.
That kid's battling. He's
That was
supposed
his
to hit
own
the 3.
shot. That was his own shot.
Yeah, he just hit the 3. This kid's got a little
Really?
5-point run here by this kid, wherever he is. Is that Post? Is that his name, Post?
Is this not ACC? Why isn't it? Oh.
I don't know, but this is a Donnie in the Brook. Bang. Nice. That was pretty. That pull-up jump was
see
pretty.
it.
Off the wing, took one dribble, bang, on a dime.
Okay, so I pull up the fucking scoreboard on ESPN. It gives me the 2 games that have finished,
Really?
and then has a button to click for scoreboard.
Very strange.
How
Very
about you
strange.
give me the fucking...
But anyway, and also back to the NFL real quick. We're dabbling around here. Not only did Henry go to Baltimore, the Chicago Bears today acquired Keenan Allen to go with DJ Moore. So this is the thing. Do they keep
That's
that?
a big pickup.
That's a huge pickup, dude. Because he's the number 2. He gets reps. It preserves him. That kid's a workhorse. He reminds me of Larry Fitzgerald. He's not as good as Larry Fitzgerald, but he's
Keenan
close.
Allen?
Yeah.
I haven't really watched him that
His
much 'cause
career
he's on the
numbers.
Chargers.
He's a Hall of Famer right now. If he stops playing, he's a Hall of Famer right now. He is.
How many 1,000-yard...
He's got like over 10,000 yards, I think.
oh, wow.
He's that dude.
That's impressive.
but
Even
if-
with all the injuries?
Yeah, he's around there now. I'm saying he's your number 2 now. Okay, he was number 1 on the Chargers.
Okay, so Quentin Post is the guy that made that 3 and then made the tip
5-point
shot.
run by Quentin Post for Boston
Okay,
College.
so let's see what his numbers are.
Yeah, look up his stats.
Quentin Post, what a good name. He's a forward. He must be their power forward, maybe.
Well, he's definitely not their small forward. He's like
So he's 3 for 6 from the 3
for the year or today?
tonight.
What's his stats for the year? That's 50% of America, by the way. That's amazing.
If he's 50% tonight, he must shoot
He
it.
must be able to shoot him. I don't know if that's a fluke. But
Let's see.
but
He's 43% from the 3.
he's a very good
Wow.
3-point shooter. Dang.
Holy shit.
I guess you can eat those words now, Tom.
Yeah.
Serve that up with some cheese.
Good night.
Want some sauce on that?
No, I'll eat it dry. I want to feel it going down.
How do you like your crow, Tom? Dry.
I like it to poke my throat.
I like
as
a
it
little
goes
marinade
down.
on there, personally. More little succulence for that crow.
no, that's
Me
soft.
personally, well,
That's soft.
that's all right.
I want it to feel like rocks going down.
I want it to hurt.
I don't want to feel the shame of it all.
Ugly reminder.
That loser.
There's a reason why people don't like to eat the crow, Tom.
Shouldn't have been in there.
Probably not, but who knows? Who cares? Anyway, but again, back to free agency. That's a big move by Chicago. So whoever the quarterback is, the cupboard is going to be, hey, now you got a legit 1 and 2 that can compete with anybody. Because with DJ Moore and him, that's a legit 1-2.
Yeah.
That's a legit 1-2.
But now the big question is, are they keeping Justin Fields? Are they drafting Caleb Williams? It's so weird.
You know something? Everybody's got, we haven't, no one's asked us.
Yeah, because
I don't know why.
Nobody gives a fuck.
There's a reason for that idea.
I mean, look, okay, so, the AP hasn't come asking.
Why you were calling Dan Orlovsky before me, I have no idea. But, what are you playing like 12 years? There's no idea.
So you want to know what Mel Kiper thinks? Really? Have you heard this guy on a Wednesday night?
The only thing Mel has on me is hair, okay?
Oh, let me guess. Louis Riddick's going to tell you about the draft.
What does he know? He played for Bill Belichick. He's a dumbass.
What was he, an NFL executive?
Executive of the year, I believe. He was. Doesn't know shit. Poppycock!
Has he ever sat in a garage at 20 degrees?
Yeah. Drank his face off.
Pin whipping.
Smoke enough Jedi to kill a small horse.
And then give it a take? Doubt it. Now that's a skill.
I doubt it. I doubt it, seriously. But anyway, I was going to say, because
Everybody starts
I was going to ask, if you were the Chicago Bears and you had the 1 and the 9th pick, and you just acquired,
that's what they have right now.
They have 1 and 9, and you just acquired Keenan Allen, and you've got a quarterback who's in his 3rd year. By the way, at the end of the year, he had a hell of a second half.
Yeah.
They wound up being very competitive in that division, which Green Bay looks really good, and so does Detroit. That division is not weak, and he was competitive in that division. Okay, so. If you were Chicago and you had the 1 and the 9th pick, what would you do?
You're asking somebody that doesn't know what the fuck to do. Would it be dumb to still to draft Caleb Williams and keep Justin Fields?
No.
Is there any way to get value out of that?
You can't do that.
You can't do that?
No. That would, first of all, if you do that, his value goes down even more. Because you've got a guy. You're not desperate. You're not desperate. Therefore, they're like, no.
I don't know. I heard Merrill Hodge say that Caleb Williams is not special.
I've heard a couple people say that.
I know, but Merrill Hodge.
He's
nailed several.
Yeah. Hit and misses. He's nailed them.
Yeah, he said they were
Merrill Hodge
good
knows.
or not.
Him and Orlovsky, to me, are the two that know the most about this.
But Orlovsky doesn't have the history that Hodge. I mean, Hodge has been doing it for
no, but in terms of breaking down film, and when he gives you the why, you can see it. He explains it very well.
So when he says he's not special, God, I would find a way to trade that pick.
I wouldn't trade it.
You'd go Marvin Harrison.
I would draft Mark, because again, then I have the 9th pick.
There's no way they get Marvin
Here's what I do.
Harrison.
If he's the number 1 pick, they draft him. I'm not saying they do it, but I'm saying I would do it.
Yeah, okay.
I'm
just saying there's no way they are.
I would do it, and then at the 9th pick, I'd take the best offensive lineman in the draft. That is what I would do.
You don't think he'll be gone? Or you just mean best left?
The best left tackle.
But I mean, the best offensive lineman left.
Well,
somebody's
at 9?
Somebody's going to go before 9.
I would tell you that the first 8 picks, there might be 1 offensive lineman taken.
Really?
Maybe 1. You're talking 3 quarterbacks.
There's no big-time tackles?
You're talking 3 quarterbacks. You're talking wide receivers. You're talking defensive pass rushers. There's 3 or 4 edge rushers. Oh, my God, these kids. There's 3 or 4 guys they were talking about, edge rushers. They've got some studs.
But what about Chicago's defense?
Maybe you take the best edge rusher. I'm saying you get a lineman. You get the best lineman if it's offense or defense.
I can see that.
Because if you draft Marvin Harrison Jr. to go with Keenan Allen and DJ Moore.
I just see no way they do that.
Because they're stupid. The Chicago Bears have screwed up.
When's the last time a wide receiver went number 1? I can't remember. Has that ever happened?
It has, but I can't remember when it happened. I'm trying to think of the last one who went number 1.
And the NFL is one of those types of leagues where,
it's more.
It won't step out of that.
It's more QB
routine.
dependent now than ever, because that's the way the rules went. Okay, but I'd say that the last NFL receiver drafted number 1. Type that in and see what it says.
How many wide receivers drafted first overall in NFL history? Only 3 wide receivers
gone number
dating
one.
back to 1936.
And who were they? Well,
Dave Parks in 1964.
Irving Fryer, New England Patriots.
New England,
Hall of Famer. Hall of Famer.
And then Keyshawn to the Jets in 96.
2 Hall of Famers that I know about. I don't know about the guy in 1936, but those 2 guys are Hall of Famers. Because they have Hall of Fame numbers. And I would argue that Marvin Harrison Jr. is better than both of them.
Okay, but now let's think about those teams. Were the Patriots good?
Went to a Super Bowl in 86. Lost, yeah.
Okay.
Him and Stanley Morgan. Yeah.
Now we know the Jets. We know that didn't work out.
They went to the playoffs with him. In fact, they went to 2 AFC title games with Bill Parcells and him. He was on
Really?
that. It was him and Wayne Corbett.
Is that when they lost to the Steelers?
They lost 1 AFC title game to Denver with Elway. It was the year after the Patriots went. He left.
Who was their quarterback?
It wasn't Mark Sanchez. He was Rex Ryan. It was Testaverde, I believe.
It was Testaverde.
It was Testaverde. I think so.
All right. Well, they drafted a wide receiver.
And then Keyshawn went to Tampa and won as their number 1 receiver. So, yeah, it works. And Marvin Harrison Jr. is the can't-miss pick of this draft. If I'm drafting number 1,
I mean, it hasn't happened in
and I've got a quarterback who has shown, again, the Bears have done everything they can to fuck this kid up, and he's still been competitive. Because honestly, all of his, you can sit there and say, well, he has to process information better. I'll double down and say he's had 3 offensive coordinators in 3 years.
Yeah.
You can't.
How do you process information
when it keeps changing? It keeps changing. Just like Matt, it's been Matt Jones, 3 offensive coordinators, Daniel Dimes, 4 in 4 years. It keeps changing. Like, how do you sit there and hold the quarterback? Oh, process it better. Well, they change the offense every fucking year.
And it's not simple.
No.
When you hear them call shit out.
The best line ever, and honestly, it summed it up. It was in draft day. It was, what's his nuts there? Dennis Leary playing the coach, sitting down, talking to the hot Jennifer Garner, going, look, I don't want you to draft young QBs. They're dumb. They're stupid. They're other things like. He goes. I don't want to teach them how to wipe their nose. I don't teach them what time to go to bed. I don't want to do this. I don't sit there and teach them Eagle 23 jet scoop. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm talking about? And she goes, don't patronize me. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So that line right there summed up quarterback play in the NFL. You got to know the cadence. You got to know the audible for the defense you're seeing, and you got to make that decision in about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Once you break the huddle,
you got to be on another level.
Yeah. That's why that's the hardest position to play in all sports. It is. You're the face of a whole franchise. When that team loses, every fucking microphone goes to you. Okay? It's literally, that's the hardest position to play in all of sports. So you can't keep switching offenses every fucking year and expect that guy to get better.
But the amount of times that happens to a quarterback is way too many to count.
Dan Orlovsky said this, and he was 100% right. More quarterbacks are destroyed in this league than built, and he was 100% right.
There is a ton of bad coaching.
I've got 2 examples right up: Mac Jones and Justin Fields. Right there. 2 kids that were destroyed by their organizations. Destroyed. No, him. Well, he's had 3. They haven't helped. In fact, they said last year we did everything. The GMs were, 3 of them. 3 of them in the last 5 years. Think about this. These guys were all picked very high. They had talent. Okay, Daniel Jones and Mac Jones have both been to a playoff, in spite of what's happened.
Yeah.
So I'm saying they lasted longer than most. Look what happened to Zach Wilson in New York. Now, I don't know if the kid can play or not, but he got railroaded almost as bad as these 2 did. These 3 did.
I don't know, man. He's bad.
Yeah, but the team's bad. The coaching's bad.
The coaching staff is pretty
Nathaniel Hackett was a head coach in Denver a year ago. You saw what happened.
With the coaching staff.
The coaching staff is horrible.
The crazy part, though, is like...
You have to develop the kid. That's the coaching staff work hand in hand. The GM's got to put talent around the kid to help him, offensive line, a number 1 receiver, a running, that kind of shit. The coach has got to develop him in that system and keep him in the same system over years. Tom Brady played in one system for 19 years. Patrick Mahomes has been in one system.
That's a major advantage.
This is not. I'm not kidding around here. Okay, you look at all the Southern quarterbacks. They all have been in one system for a long time. That is not a coincidence.
Yeah, Peyton Manning.
One system. I'm telling you, every great quarterback that had one system. They didn't go through coordinators like fucking toilet paper. It's unbelievable. So, and again, I'm not saying they would have worked out. I'm saying their chances are exponentially better
but
if you have some stability.
Back in the day, it didn't seem like offensive coordinators moved around as much, right?
A lot of things didn't happen as much as they did because free agency now is out of control.
But doesn't it seem like if an offensive coordinator has a year where they score a lot of points and maybe a young quarterback does well, they're gone.
They're gone because of the way the game is played now. It's all on off. Look at how the rule changes changed everything. Yeah. There's such a premium on offensive play calling in this league. You see an offensive coordinator if they're in the top 5 in scoring, that guy's a job candidate next year.
But automatically. Remember Peyton Manning's offensive coordinator?
Yeah.
Who was it?
It was, I remember his name.
Was it an old guy?
Yeah.
Or was it?
It was an old guy.
He was there forever, wasn't it?
He had glasses. He had gray hair. He was short. I forget his name. I can see his face. Yeah. I can't remember his goddamn name. But no, he was always there. And look, Tom Brady had Charlie Weiss for the first 5 years. And then he got Josh McDaniels. He had him for like 5 years.
Then he left and he came back.
And by the way, when those guys came in, they didn't change the offense.
Mm-hmm. Right.
They didn't change it. His guy, Danny Dimes, has had 4 new offenses in 5 years.
Yeah.
That's fucking outrageous. Tom Brady would have a hard time in that situation. Anybody would. It's just, and again, it doesn't, I'm not guaranteed, because there are guys that they haven't changed and they've sucked. But I'm saying the common thing is the guys that are successful, they have one offense. It doesn't change. It doesn't change. So
I didn't realize Jim Caldwell was one of his.
Mm-hmm. And if you're a GM, you've got to, you're an owner, you've got to understand that. Especially with the way the rules are set up now, where the QB is so important. The QB is, and we talked about this a few months ago, what's the biggest investment an owner makes is in his quarterback. He's the most important guy in the entire organization, even more important than the head coach.
Yeah.
You got to set that guy up for success. I don't care if you draft him number 1 or number 199. They both can work, okay? But the thing is, you got to set him up for success.
Yeah.
Whoever it is, whoever your guy is, if you get him in the 3rd round, I don't care where you get him, but if that's your guy, you got to protect him. I can't stand these people that, I swear, it's all these fucking Bill Belichick scrotum scrubbers who find out eventually it was Brady, not him. Mac Jones needs to be tougher. Oh, really? Look at all the quarterbacks in his situation. Tell me how many of them have succeeded. I'll give you a hint. 0. Not 1. So it's saying it's not Mac Jones. Every quarterback needs to be taken care of. Patrick Mahomes sat for a year behind before he started. That team was 11-5 that he jumped on. He was set up to succeed. Okay?
Yeah, they did that shit right.
I'm saying they did it right. Dak Prescott, they have set him up for success. Okay? They've built around him. They have set him up for success. You look at his regular season numbers, they're off the charts. Okay? He chokes in the playoffs, but he gets there.
And he's got a good team.
He does have a good team around. He's got a good line, a good receiver. He's got legit weapons. Mac Jones never had legit weapons. Danny Dimes had Saquon Barkley, and that was it. Okay? That was it.
With a bad line.
Yeah, with a bad line. And Saquon Barkley's so damn good, he made something out of literally nothing. To me, he's the closest thing to Barry Sanders since Barry Sanders. Because Barry Sanders had a shitty line.
Dude, seeing him give the press conference today, did you see that at all? So.
What did he say?
Well, he said, somebody asked the question, like, what do you say to all the Giants fans that are upset that you came to Philly? And he said, look, I probably didn't handle it as well as I could have. On social media, he was like, I could have given a video like with a proper goodbye. He was.
The fans loved him.
Yeah,
they did, and they should have.
Yeah,
they should have.
But they also didn't need to turn on him right away. So,
well, it's where he went.
Well, yeah, exactly.
That's the problem. But if he had gone to the Houston Texans, no, they wouldn't have cared. But,
you can't go. They gave him the most money.
I know why he did it,
and he went to Penn State.
I know why he did it. I don't have a problem with why he did it, but if I was a Giants fan, I have a problem with why he did it.
I'm saying I am a Giants fan. I don't have a problem with it.
Well, you're in the minority.
I think you're right.
Most Giants fans
I ran into one of my friends at work, and he was like, "I'm still in my feelings about Saquon," and I got like, I can't blame him. Like.
You say that till he scores 4 touchdowns on you next year.
I know that's going to happen. You're definitely going to
You're going to snap. Yeah, you see, you put a line in front of him, and look, I can hear you now. Well, yeah, and by the way, you'd be right.
So
you'd be 100% right.
Yeah, but that's why I can't get mad at him.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like
he was there, 6 years, whatever it was?
Yeah, 5 or 6 years.
And he kept wanting to stay. He went in there and he begged them to give him a multi-year offer. Mm-hmm. The Giants never placed that value on him.
That's not true, though.
What?
So they made him an offer
The
year before last, middle of the year. That was a fair offer.
I thought it was a fair offer.
It was like 2 years, $24 million or something like that.
Yeah,
and he said no.
Yeah.
And I thought at that point that was like a decent deal.
We thought he was worth more. We
knew he was worth more, but he wanted 3 years, I think. So
3 years from Philly.
Yeah, he did at this point. So
well, if they got him 3 years, next year would have been his last year. He looked good last year when he played. He didn't slip.
No, this year would have been his last year. Last year he did not have a great year, but
the
line stunk.
He missed a lot of games too.
He got hurt, but I mean, he averaged like 3.4 a carry or something. Like it wasn't great.
No.
But how do you judge that with that line?
Saying there's only one Barry Sanders.
And that offense.
There's only one Barry Sanders, America. There's only one.
But I brought it up because you talked about how he should have given a proper goodbye.
Yeah.
Because like Kirk Cousins went on and was all like, Minnesota, I love you. All the people that helped me get to where, like, it was very nice.
It was classy, yeah.
And a Giants fan posted and said, everybody but Saquon knows what to do.
Everybody but Saquon.
Basically saying, like, other players, when they leave a franchise, they go on social media and they say, hey, I appreciate it.
Well, he might have been rattled by that little Tiki Barber comment.
Well, no, what happened, and he said it. He goes, I could have done a send-off. I should have handled it better, he said. But once it came out that I signed, he was like, everything just kind of got crazy.
Because it's where he went.
And
I'm not faulting him for this.
But I mean, the thing about
he deserved that money.
Tiki jokingly said he's dead to us.
I hope he was joking.
I watched it. And Tiki has been responding to shit all week. He's been getting killed.
Has he? Yeah.
So because he said, you've been a hater since I got here. The next day on the radio, or that day, they were reading it to Tiki. Tiki was on air.
Oh, really?
And he was like, I've done nothing but support that guy. He was like, I said you're dead to me tongue in cheek. He was like, but to say...
It's called sense of humor.
But to say I've been a hater since you got here, he's like, I've done nothing to support you. And
okay, fair enough.
Yeah, and he was like, so... I remember when I was like, I was surprised that Tiki said it. I went back and listened to it. Like,
it was sarcasm.
Yeah, he wasn't like killing him. Yeah.
Well, again,
but he was acknowledging that like he went to a rival.
This is the problem with this society today. Because people hear that are, for lack of a better term, mental midgets, pussies. Like, oh my God, you're like, it's called sarcasm, you donkey. Get a sense of humor. Not everything is literal.
Right. He's just
not everything is literal.
You're on Philly now. You're dead to me.
The biggest problem we have in this country is people take everything personally.
Yeah.
We just talked about it off here with his 10-year-old son taking I said out of context, and thank God he was able to explain it. That's not what he means.
Yeah.
Okay, and thank God he set him straight on that.
Good.
But Tom's a good dad.
Yeah.
I've been coaching for 22 years. I've met a lot of bad parents that wouldn't do what he did. They'd be like, that guy's an asshole.
Right.
Were you there? Did you even hear what was said and the context? And I'm not talking about things I said. I'm talking things some of my peers said. Mm-hmm. I'm like, were you in the room when that happened? Did you hear how the person said it and in what context? No. You just made a judgment call based on what you heard secondhand.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's the thing. And this is what happens. Far too often, it gets taken out of context.
Yeah.
Okay? And we also fucking say, it drives me up a fucking wall how sensitive we are. And by the way, the thing is, the first thing that came out, I didn't hear the actual, but people were saying that Saw goes, he didn't really mean that. They were saying that
like
he didn't mean it like that.
Well,
it's getting blown. There are people that knew. There are people that saw what he saw.
He had a smile on his face.
Yeah, he's like, he was sarcastically saying that. He didn't, But again, when Saquon Barkley gets the news, who was he getting it from?
Yeah. But he tweeted at him like he watched the video.
Yeah.
And it's like, so Saquon's being a little sensitive too.
He is. He is.
And it's just like, because Saquon's got to know that. He knows there's.
You tell me he's never met the guy?
Right.
I mean, come on.
But also, like, Saquon's got to know that the fan base is going to get on you a little bit for going to Philly. If
Tom Brady went to Miami,
y'all would give him
Tom Brady would get booed. Even after 6
Jets?
Yeah, the Jets would be even worse. Because Tom Brady, you're like, you can go anywhere.
But you still love him.
No, you'll love him when it's over, but when he goes to the initial sting of that, you're like, what? Why would you do that? Like, we loved you you did this, and today it's being stabbed in the back. Now, again, when it's over and they look back on it, I'm sure they're going to react. Yeah. They're going to, but in the moment, do I understand it? Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because it's like, and by the way, then you're like, why couldn't we have given him that money? What's $37 million?
Right.
That's not a lot of money. Look what they're paying for. Kirk Cousins. Let me ask you a question. Who's a better football player, Saquon Barkley or Kirk Cousins? Who's a better football player? Be honest.
All right. Can I say two things?
Say whatever you want.
Saquon Barkley is a better football player.
By far. By far.
But I think Kirk Cousins could do more for your team. Because he plays quarterback.
Is only as good as what's around him.
No doubt.
Okay, like 99% of the quarterbacks in this league.
Right.
Okay, the only quarterback I've ever seen take chicken shit out of is Tom Brady. He's the only one I've ever seen do it on the biggest stage. Don't tell me about Patrick Mahomes. He had Travis Kelce. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Shut the fuck up. He didn't have anywhere near. No, he didn't. And he's not the only one.
But
Dak
what about
Prescott,
this year? Travis Kelce is not normal
Kelce.
Travis Kelce.
He still was there. He still was better than the Patriots had or the Jets.
Gronk?
No, now, right now. Last year.
No, but I'm saying like Tom Brady didn't always have just nothing.
The first 3 Super Bowls, those 3 years, he had one guy make a single Pro Bowl. It was Troy Brown, and that's because Tom Brady turned him into a one. Troy Brown before then was never on the field. When Terry Glenn, the real number one,
this is a fucking Donnie. I'm sorry.
It is 1:43 to go. Oh look, they're not going to hit the number. Virginia's defense.
If it goes in overtime.
Defense. It may. This ain't going. He's going to blow this. 55-55. The definition of Donnie. Boston College and Virginia. Just throwing. Fucking. It's a fucking rock fight. It's a fucking kicking. They're kicking and they're biting and all this shit going on. I love this. These are the grind out games.
I mean, if Dan Campbell was here, he'd be biting.
Because right now it's all about who's going to step up and have onions. Who's going to have the onions right now?
Ooh, big time. Marist beat Niagara. St. Peter's over Ryder in the MAC.
If one of them pulls an upset in the first round, you're going to be eating your words again.
Well, that's what I do best.
But anyway.
So, what's your skill? No, eating crow.
But my eating crow. I'm a master. I'm a connoisseur.
Dude, Howard beat
I'm a connoisseur of fine crow.
Howard beat Morgan State in the MEAC.
Yep. They did. No, yeah. Well, they were the 4-seed fight. That's not really an upset. Ooh.
Delaware State.
That's an upset. South Carolina State. Delaware, the 6-seed, upset South Carolina State. That's the quarterfinal of the MEAC. The MEAC. That powerhouse MEAC conference.
Delaware State and HBCU.
They're in the MEAC. The MEAC conference. Who said that?
No, I know. HBCU means historically black college. I couldn't remember if they were.
I don't think they are. I don't know.
Well, let us see.
Let us find out, America.
Delaware State.
Yes.
University.
Yes, the University of Delaware State. What's their nickname? What's their mascot?
It's a Delaware, privately governed, state-assisted, historically black college.
Oh, you called it.
HBCU.
There you go.
I'd like to see an
HBCU. Look at this dude
in the tournament.
Look at that list.
Tatum, Zion,
and Quentin Post.
Wow. 60 points, 30 rebounds in the ACC tournament. Jason Tatum, Zion Williamson, and Quentin Post.
Something looks odd about
that
list.
Zion Williams.
Zion Williamson.
Zion Williamson.
Number 1 pick in the draft.
And Jason Tatum.
Arguably the best player in the world.
I think he's the best player.
We'll find out. This postseason's going to make him or break him. We'll find out.
Let's see
anyway, we're going to stay with you through this, and then we're going to break for segment 3. But, by the way, perfect night.
Beautiful.
Perfect fucking night.
I got a hoodie on and don't
need it. I mean, look, I'm in a t-shirt. Don't even notice
I have
this.
shorts on, so I
needed
the hoodie.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, that's all right. You made up for it. BC has the ball with 1:37 to go. There is 14 on the shot clock. It's 55-55. Let's see what they do. It's on the left wing right now. The shot clock's at 9. They're going into post. He's their guy. 23 points. He's got nowhere to go.
Post?
That's post. He's in trouble.
This guy's playing it tough.
Playing 3.
Oh my God.
Stuffed him.
Oh my God.
Stuffed him like a Thanksgiving turkey.
He said, we play defense down here in Virginia.
Yeah, in the ACC, we play deep. Well, then BC. Oh, here's where BC goes kaplooey. Down the lane. They're going to call a foul.
Pass.
What a block.
Foul.
Oh, they blocked the initial, but now they fouled. BC always finds a way to choke. Enjoy the NIT, Boston College.
Hold on. Big man shooting free throws. This isn't good.
Gonna make at least one. This is terrible offense, by the way. This kid sucks.
You got to pass this out.
Yeah, you don't got
He's
nothing.
got too much beef on
By
you.
the way, you don't fade away and expose the ball. This is the problem with this generation. You do the RJ special or the Larry Bird, the foot fake fade away. The one that Jordan stole from Larry Bird. You foot fake one way and go the opposite.
Like the Hakeem shake, like the shake?
That's the shimmy. Bird has the foot fake to the other way. Bird's fall away is actually in the video game. That was his signature move. Jordan had the Bird had the fall away.
Look, he missed the first.
That's all right. He'll make the second one.
I'm looking for Delaware's name.
It's 55-55 still. 1 minute to go in the dawniest of dawnies here in the ACC tournament. He's going to make this one. And BC has some kid under the basket with a headband who'll probably get
He missed it.
Wow.
Tie game. 55-55. Under a minute to go. Yeah, he pooped. Yikes.
That was some serious pooping there, America.
He pooed.
He pooed. His legs. Got some run. Got some runniness.
Post.
Post.
That's it, post. Don't be a hero.
Oh, good Lord. What are they doing? 3 minutes with 10 seconds on the shot. Here we go.
Yeah.
Stupid move number 2.
Why
He's going to do the same fucking move.
He's too big for you. Okay.
3 seconds, 2. Oh, no.
No.
Nope.
Oh, rebound.
Foul.
No.
Oh, they called it on BC.
That wasn't a foul.
Wow.
He worked around the guy.
Wow.
He worked around the box out. I don't think that was a foul.
He's going to the foul line, too. He's going to make both of them.
I don't think that was
That
a
is
foul.
a terrible call.
He worked around.
You do not call that in this game.
I mean, he didn't pull him down, did he? It looked like he moved.
I don't know.
out of the way.
If he pulled the arm down, it's a foul. I didn't see that part. I thought he got around him like you did.
it
But it all happened so fast. It'll go back to the replay and show it.
Show
Which
the fucking replay.
they probably won't.
They're acting like it was a good call.
That means it probably was a bad call.
Yeah.
Wait.
This kid's making them both.
Yeah, he will, because he's 65%, which means he's not very good. He's going to swish him. Yep, swished one. I'm going to make another drink, America. I'm going to stay with you to the end of this. We're going to break for segment 3. Virginia is now finally pulled. This is the first lead Virginia's had in the whole game, 56-55. This is such a BC choke job. He made them both. That's like Tom said he would. All right, so 29 seconds left. BC will come down. There's 5 sets of knees knocking right now. They're just knocking.
Guys, what are you walking it up for?
They're just knocking.
You're down 2.
They're going to shoot this with 1 second left and
You're down
miss.
2. What are you doing?
It's such a. They're so.
Oh,
dumb.
they want to hit a 3 at the buzzer? What are you doing? If you miss, you need time.
They're standing 12, 11, 10. Terrible coaching. Terrible offensive set. This is terrible. What are you doing? Oh, he bricks it. Of course he does.
But they don't have time because they wasted it.
Yep.
Oh! Oh my God! Was that a 2 or a 3?
Oh my God.
Was that a 2 or a 3?
Oh my God.
Wow. Hey, 65 might win it. 65 might win it, RJ.
Was it a 2 or a 3?
I think it was a 2.
Yeah, he hit his back foot there. He hit that over a double team.
Oh,
He hit that over a double team.
There was a hand on his hand.
Larry Joed it. Okay.
Wow. Was that post or was that
No, that's
kid?
the other kid with the headband I was making fun of.
Oh, that's the kid that they called the foul on. Good for him.
Wow.
Holy shit.
This is onions. He busts through the double team, breaks an ankle on the
He's got
way
a guy
back.
around his feet.
Guy on his feet. Look at that shot.
Holy shit.
Onions.
Wow.
Onions. Oh my God. I need a drink.
What a great shot.
Great shot. Larry Joe-esque.
His back foot was behind the 3-point line. His front foot was in front of the 3-point line.
Literally as the buzz, it goes in as the lights go on.
Wow.
That is onions. Where's Bill Raftery when you need him? Onions. Oh man. Minding the puppies, Tom. Minding the puppies.
Oh man, there's nothing like a March Madness moment live on IDD.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Or not live.
Well, we're out live right now, but anyway. You won't see it till tomorrow because we don't go live because nobody comments anyway. They all watch it after the fact, which I get. But anyway, we're going to break, come back for overtime because it's 38 minutes. We don't want to put you to sleep. We're going to come back for overtime of this game. Giggle Smoke Guarantee and 2 cents with Tommy. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Marquette up 3 on Villanova.
That's a Donnie too. There's Donnies everywhere, America. We will update you in segment 3.
Did you come play yet?
No, they did not. No.
They have like 4 buys.